Welcome to the live stream. Going for a 4-mile run. Just begun. Good old Indiana potholes. They do their best to fill them in, but the roads here are terrible. I'm also running on some pretty shaky legs today. I got leg spasms, twitches. Have my legs lock up on me during a 50-mile bike ride, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out. I'm pretty sure I've been low on calcium. Welcome to the 4-mile run. Just started. Yeah, if you stick around long enough, I'll tell you a little story, a little cautionary tale. So I self-diagnosed as lactose intolerant and decided on my own I was going to cut dairy out of my diet. So over about a 2-month period, I slowly started cutting dairy, and I thought, okay, this is good, this is helping out. But then after about 2 months of no dairy, I went on a bike ride doing a 50-miler, and I've been doing 42-milers for the past 2 years. So it was nothing too crazy. 50-miler. About 38 miles in, my quads locked up. I ended up on the ground, sat there with massive Charlie horses in both legs, and ended up having to get rescued by the wife. She came and rescued me. I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe it was heat exhaustion, dehydration, overexertion of the muscles. But then I realized by cutting dairy, I also cut all my calcium intake. And if you look up calcium deficiency, it's really bad. So I'm pretty sure all my leg problems are from that. I'm gonna set up an appointment for the doctor because I need to figure out if my leg spasms and cramping, Charlie horses, are from that or if they're from something else that's a little bit more devastating. But I cut dairy and my muscles literally shut down on me, which I'm 37 years old. I would have never thought that me consuming dairy for my whole life meant that if I cut dairy, I'd be screwed. So don't cut dairy. If you're eating dairy daily, don't go cold turkey, and don't do it without supplementing. That is the lesson that I think I'm learning. So I'm taking in 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily, doing some magnesium and some iron, and drinking like 3 or 4 glasses of milk every day. And my legs have not had a cramp or Charlie horse or whatever you want to call it since, but they still twitch, spasm, and feel very, very strange. I've never had this a day in my life. I don't usually get cramps. So, and the weird thing is, it's not just one part of my leg. Well, lately it's just been my right leg. My left leg seems to be back to normal. My right quad is always screaming at me. My right toes are tingly.
Distance, 1 mile. Time,
my right
7
feet,
minutes, 51 seconds.
right feet. My right calf muscle is also not happy with me. So obviously, if you know anything about calcium deficiency or cutting dairy without supplementing, let me know if you've experienced leg problems or not. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. I've been taking my supplements for the past, what has it been, like 5 days? So 5 days of supplementing, and I'm back out on another run. I went for a run last week, and I felt great during the run, like I do right now. Legs are solid. Maybe my right leg is a little tingly, but I feel pretty good. No signs of danger. So, but the real test will be when I get home. Am I gonna have potential locking up of the legs, cramps, Charlie horses, whatever you want to call it, or am I gonna be good to go? So that is my drama right now, and I really don't know how to function without exercise. It's like a part of my life, and I also hate when something is taken away from me without me first saying okay. So if something is removed from my life without my approval, freaks me out. I don't like it. I want to be in control of my fitness, in control of my health. And little did I know, trying to play doctor may have screwed me over, or it could be a coincidence and I could have a thyroid problem or something, which is terrifying to think about. I don't think I do, but if you go to Dr. Google, that's one of the things that can be causing leg spasms and Charlie horses and stuff. So yeah, but anyways, welcome to the stream. That was me talking about my potential calcium deficiency. So much fun. But this is a beautiful day to run. We got clouds and we got country roads. Really cool. Got a nice breeze. It's probably like 72. Humidity's probably like 70. When the breeze comes, it feels really good. It's a good breeze. You can hear the cicada. I think they're cicada making that noise in the trees. That is definitely not a soundtrack. That is the sound of the trees, people. So I really like running on country roads because people go out of their way not to run you over, which is actually really cool. When you're on your bike, you're on the other side of the road, obviously, and they seem to zoom around you like they kind of are mad they didn't get to run you over. So it's really interesting. I almost wish we could cycle into oncoming traffic. Then we get a lot more people who are going around you in a nicer manner. There's something about running at cars that they seem to respect you a little bit more. I don't know. Comment if you run on country roads, on roads, or on sidewalks and pathways. Here comes a car. Are they gonna see me? They're coming fast. What I do is this funny handshake, and I'll throw my hand out quite far from my body, like that, and I'll shake it. So if I'm going around a turn, I'm potentially an extra 2 to 3 feet out. And so they'll see something moving and get out of the way. I don't know if it works. I've never stopped anyone and said, hey, did my little hand movement actually work? Or was it pointless? Sorry for spitting. Sometimes I spit when I run. Sometimes I don't. Comment if you're one of those runners who enjoy spitting. I think if you have cotton mouth, you gotta get that shit out. It's got to go. Okay, I think we're at 1.5 miles right now. My right leg is feeling a little bit tight, just a little bit. Feels a little bit like I'm flinging it versus running. So that's fun. Let's go around this turn with my hand out so they could see. There we go. Luckily, there's not a lot of cars on this road. Ever since the bridge went out, people have been coming down this road a lot more. Also looks like it might rain. I'm a fan of running in the rain. I don't like starting in the rain. So if it's raining, I'm not a fan. But if I'm going out and I'm running and the rain comes, that's awesome. Also, there's a witch up there. Probably shouldn't have zoomed in. There it is. You can see the witch. This place is haunted. There's also an old school tire right there. I don't know how old that tire is. Comment if you know how old that tire is. Are you a fan of running in the heat or in the cold? Most marathons are run between 40 and 50 degrees. Kind of spooky over here a little bit. There used to be like a junkyard dog up here I was not a fan of. So I did what every strong man does. I went on to next door and I complained. And I've never seen the dog since. So they must be leashing it up. Shout out if you run down railroad tracks. I've always thought about that. It's a straight shot, no turning. I don't like turning. I like slow curves to no curves. Any kind of sharp turns, my knees are like, no thank you. What's the longest you've ever run? Longest I ran was 20 miles. I did it in 2 hours and what was it? 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Distance 2 miles.
It was
Time 16
that was a pretty emotional day.
Previous
For
mile,
sure.
8 minutes. 11 seconds.
I've never gotten to marathon level of running, but I did hit 20 miles just on suburban streets. I made 2 loops, kind of like a figure 8. Each loop was like a couple miles, and I just kept doing them until I hit 20 miles. I think my average was 6:40, 25. So I was flying. That was back when I was 28. I think I was about 28. I'm 37 now. So I've been running for 10 years this year. So definitely one of those people that when I laser focus, I don't stop and I get obsessed. And back then I was like straight up Forrest Gump, non-stop running, just getting it in. Where am I going? I'm going on a 4-mile run. I wish I was doing something a little bit more extreme than just going on a 4-mile run. But that's what I'm doing through these country roads. Oh, country roads. I don't know that song. There is a song about country roads. If you have Spotify, play, I think it's called Old Country Road. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a fun run because you can go up hills like this that aren't too terrible, which is great. I'm also realizing that I did not do a pre-workout energy bar or a bit of food. So the only thing I've had today is a cup of soy milk, 2 cups of coffee, and a pre-workout powder. So my belly is empty and my muscles are possibly in need. But I'm no hero. I'm not running 40 miles today. I'm not running anything more than 4. But the thing about running is you have to get your mind right. You have to say, I will run the mileage that puts a smile on my face, not the mileage that puts a smile on someone else's face, because comparison is the thief of joy, people. We all know that. So don't spend your life pre-comparing and not doing. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Just like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. So I have a 7-mile loop, which I may do because I've been doing this 4-mile loop for a while and I'm kind of on autopilot. I run it between 7:30 and 8:45. So if I'm running slow like I am now, I'm probably gonna average an 8:45 mile. So I also watched the footage back from the last live stream and I said, it wasn't that bad. I think it looks way worse on my phone. It looks more choppy. So comment if it's choppy and bouncing all over the place. I still wish there was a stabilization mode for the live stream. I wonder where that goes. Yeah, now my right big toe is getting a little numb. The thing about running that's so beautiful is your body will constantly go through an ebb and flow. It'll hurt, it'll feel great, it'll feel nothing, and then it'll hurt again. And it's one of those things where when you learn that stopping is the greatest enemy, then you're good to go. You always run. You never stop. At least for me. I remember the first time I stopped running, I think it was like 105, and I was doing a run, and I saw a bunch of shade trees, and I said, maybe I'll stop. Maybe I'll be one of those guys. And I stopped, and I didn't walk. I just stopped under the tree. My legs turned to cement, and I literally could barely even walk. So from that point on, I said, no thank you, I won't stop. I mean, I do stop, but I walk really fast. So if you stop running, you should try to speed walk. Wow, the bridge is almost done. Okay, so this was all holes here last time, and they were working on it. I had to run over there, and then this was all just rebar right here. So they're really moving quickly. I thought they were going to redo the whole bridge, but I guess not. That's good, because I was getting annoyed at how many cars were going down my road when I was running. Yeah, if you're interested in running, get onto some platform that allows you to go live. I swear to the universe, it makes you run better. You feel more enjoyment. I've never run with anyone else. I always run by myself. I'm like a lone wolf. I can't seem to run or pretty much do anything with people. I love people. I just cannot seem to make friends and do that kind of life. Sometimes I feel a lot of joy when I've avoided someone. I'm like, yes, I avoided that person. Other times I feel really chatty and really happy to talk to people, but I don't know. So having you guys here while I'm running is really awesome. It's also weird because I'm just holding my phone in my hand like this, which is really not good for running. You should not be holding anything in your hands, and you should have your muscles as relaxed as possible. Oh, I just started running on the wrong side of the road because that bridge was out. I went on the right side. Also, fun fact, road slope. I just heard a big dog bark over there. There it is. That's a big one. That's a big one. That was a big boy. That was a you're gonna lose a limb type of big boy. Anyways, road slope. So if you run on a road, just understand that this part down here is lower than this part right here. So your left leg drops a little bit more than your right leg. And over time, I've learned your body can get annoyed. And so what I started doing last year was I'd run over there to cross train my legs. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Popping over there, I don't know. But yeah, the road slope, you're gonna put more work on that left leg. Luckily, my left leg is stronger than my right. I don't know if that's something you guys do, but yeah. So we just passed our 3-mile mark. We're gonna come around into Acton. I'm trying to get back on the bike. I think it'd be fun to take you guys on a bike ride, doing a 50-miler, 2.5 hours. I definitely will not be breathing this hard. Shout out if you think I'm breathing too hard. As long as I'm not cramping, I don't breathe through my nose that often. But I've been talking for 25 minutes and running, so that's pretty good. That's not bad. Looks like one of you guys has stuck around for the whole time. High five. Boom. You guys are awesome. Definitely keeping me going. My leg feels warm right now. It definitely feels warm. It doesn't feel terrible. Another thing about running is if you get your mind right, you can start to look ahead. And when you look ahead, you can shrink the distance you have to get there by saying that next distance is easy and I can do it with no problem. So if you get your mind right, you're gonna be able to run without having any mental blockage. So you're not gonna be blocked by the mind telling you that it's too difficult or whatnot. Woo. Yeah, if it's over 75, then my body definitely runs a little bit differently. So being 72 and under 80 is definitely a benefit. I got one of those dogs. They love to bark. They love to bark like I love to run. They're just non-stop barkers. Shout out if you have a dog that loves to bark. Get some more dogs. This is a doggy dog run right here. Dog E, not dog eat. Also, I didn't know it was called Bird Eat Bird World. I don't know if you've ever seen a regular bird kill a little baby bird in the nest. Last year we had a camera on our front porch where there was a nest and there's a bird that came in and straight up killed the little baby bird, just pecked at it till it died. It was pretty crazy. I didn't know that thing happened. I've seen baby chicks on the ground dead. I always thought they fell. Nope. Birds be killing birds, people. Birds be killing birds. Okay. There's our cemetery over there. Shout out if you live near a cemetery. Fun fact, we moved over here 2 years ago, and we've had more deaths in the family than ever before. So, I don't know. Should you live by a cemetery? Okay, checking in on the leg. It's feeling a little bit weird. The back part of my quad is now getting tight. Usually around this point of the run, my legs are feeling solid. I have no problems. So I kind of feel like when I stop running, my legs are gonna act up on me. I did take an Epsom salt bath last time. I feel like it did nothing. Let me know if it does something for you. I think Epsom salt is silly. Also, I'm not very big. I'm only 5'9" 3/4", and I cannot fit in almost any bathtub. I don't know if you're supposed to have your legs bent or legs straight, but my legs being straight, terrible. Because then my knees are all locking up. Let me know if you're a bather, a bather, or if you're a shower person. I do know you could get some kind of food oil and Epsom salt. You can rub it straight onto your legs and let it sit, and then you can take a shower. And that way you'll get the benefits of that salt without having to be in the shower. So let me know if that's something you do. moving, we're moving. I could feel the incoming. My right leg is definitely screaming at me. I'm hoping when I go into the doctor, they tell me, your blood work's good, you're healthy, just keep running. I doubt they're gonna say keep running. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say something else that has nothing to do with running. More like, stop running, dude. You're crazy. So, morning. Oh. Yeah, legs are feeling a little bit funny. Don't know. I usually try to do a little bit of a walk after I hit 4 miles. And 4 miles is coming up. Once I hit that, I'll start walking. And then we're gonna know, did I just mess my leg up? Or are we good to go?
Distance, 4 miles.
I think that's the 4 mile mark.
33 minutes, 2 seconds. Previous mile in 8 minutes, 31 seconds.
All right. I'm close enough to the house that if I have to drag my leg, I'll be good to go. We're walking. Oh boy. It's a good one. So I'm doing that fast walking. Like I talked about, keeping that leg moving. It's feeling real tight. Let me know if you are one to walk after a run, or if you just stop, get in your car and go. Also, do you stretch? I need to start stretching. I tried to do yoga. I should say I did yoga. I did like 32 minutes of it last week. And it made my muscles feel better, but it definitely got my hips all out of whack. So I was like, ugh, I don't know. Am I gonna keep feeling that every time? Or is that something that just comes from being new to running, to doing yoga? So we shall see. All right, leg is not locking up on me, that's good. It really doesn't feel much worse. Also comment if you're annoyed at talking about my legs. I promise you, the moment it goes away, I will do more on the live stream than complain about my legs. So, also shout out if you're also going through leg problems of any kind. Maybe you fell, maybe you broke your leg. Fun fact, never broke a bone in my body until a Ford F2200 fell on top of me. Yeah, I survived. Yeah, I could tell that whole story on the bike ride. I should have not made it, but the truck landed on top of me, and I thought it was going to stay on top of me, and it rolled off somehow. And I just had 2 fractured hips. That was it. So no blood was lost during that truck accident. So think about that for a minute. I was in a wheelchair for almost 7 months. That was fun. My senior year of high school. Yeah, I was in a new high school too. So we had moved. So I was in a new high school in a wheelchair, flying around, and now my legs are dying because I didn't eat dairy. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that funny? Some people, they can't get up and walk because of life or because of birth. Other people, they don't eat enough dairy and their legs lock up on them. Oh, so I shouldn't complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just expressing where I'm at in my situation and why I'm frustrated with my runs. So yeah, okay, so the legs, they're not feeling bad. And this was the reason why I went out for a run. This is the reason why I always push myself. And I'm not done. I haven't stopped. I haven't felt the feeling of my adrenaline dull down or anything, but I always say, as long as it's not sharp shooting pain, and as long as it doesn't seem life-threatening, go out for that run, go out for that bike ride, and just push yourself a little bit more, and just see when you get back, are you worse than when you started, or are you better? So I'm an optimist, so I'm always going to think that I'm going to be better than when I started. So there we go. Once again, I cannot check my Strava. I wonder if I can do picture in picture. That would be interesting. I can't check my Strava. Let me see if I can do picture in picture. No, it just stopped. I don't think I can do split screen. Let me see. I want to do this for you guys. All right, I'm doing split screen. No, I cannot do split screen. Okay. It will not let me do split screen. Okay. Thanks, bub. Okay, Daddy coming in. Yeah, it won't let me do split screen, so I can't tell you my stats. But just know that I will be getting a proper running watch at some point, which hopefully will have Strava, and I can do, and I can tell you my stats. Yeah, all right. See you guys. Peace.